land development. In most cases, multipurpose trees have a primary role, such as being part of living fence or a windbreak or use in an electrobic system. In addition to this, they will have one or more secondary role, most often supplying a family with a food or firewood or both. The multipurpose tree species is a plant species that is purposefully grown so as to provide two or more than two products and also service function like shelter, shade, land sustainability of the land use system. So by growing the agroforestry tree, we are generating the growing money on tree. So we are generating the money from the tree. So agroforestry can spark a new economic revolution for India. Most cases multi-purpose. So multi-purpose tree generate the money and we can increase the more money by growing the agroforestry crops and particularly multi-purpose. Then Suba wool. Previously it was known as Kuba wool, but at present it is familiar as Suba wool. Multipurpose trees in agroforestry can yield wood for construction, fuel wood, fodder, and fruits. In alley cropping, rows of trees are planted closely together between rows of agriculture crops. So, alley cropping, the rows of trees are planted of this Suba wool closely together between rows of agriculture crops. So, you can take the crops, agriculture crops. These hedge grows can reduce soil erosion. You know that the benefit of the Suba wool to reduce soil erosion, and when pruned regularly, it provides valuable fuel and fodder. Agroforestry system like silviculture, silvi-pasture, etc. can improve the physical and chemical properties of soil along with the additional return on long-term wages. So it improves problematic soil. So by growing the agroforestry tree, silviculture or silvi-pasture, we can improve the soil physical and chemical properties, and we can improve the soil fertility. And it also used for reclamation of the saline soil or alkaline soil. Benefit of agroforestry. So adding tree to farm can mitigate climate change and increase resilience. So here you can see that shield livestock and crop from wind, extreme weather. So it works as a windbreak. Then it increase crop yield. It provides habitat for pollinators. Then create microclimate. Slows runoff. You know that when there is a rainfall, then rainfall fall on the canopy of the trees. So the velocity of the rainfall is decreasing. So there is less erosion. So slow runoff, reduce soil erosion and improve water quality. Then build soil health. So you can know that it improves the soil physical and chemical property and thereby improve the soil health, and it also store the carbon in soil, so help in sequester carbon. And yes, the United States Department of Agriculture Forest Service, so it related with the soil health. So previously slide I have discussed that it works as a windbreak, reduce wind erosion of soil year round, reduce wind speed, then enhance crop growth yield, then increase yield, little effect Then increase organic matter. So you know that when there is a leaf fall, then twigs of the tree, so it increase the organic matter. Then support soil biology, improve soil structures, then increase water holding capacity, because when the organic matter is increasing, that it increases the water holding capacity, then cation action capacity also increases, and it reduces the wind erosion of soil around. So agroforestry multi-purpose trees are improve the soil health, and the soil health is improved, and we are getting the higher crop production per unit area and time. So multi-purpose tree provide fodder for the animal. Then tree provide firewood, timber, and sometimes have medicinal properties. The farmer get milk, fruit, and other food from the farm. Then from the animal, we are getting the manure from animals is used for crop and trees. So there will be the soil sustainability, and here we can combination of the trees, agriculture crop, and animal. So the integrated farming system. So always we are getting the more benefit from the integrated farming system. And agroforestry species. So at present, 9 species: neem, desi babul, nilgiri, eucalyptus, saru, casuarina, ardusa, teak, subabul, Bengali babul, and bamboo are dominant, and they are economic species in agroforestry plantation. So benefit of agroforestry. So it controls the runoff and soil erosion. They can check the development of soil toxicity, both soil acidification of salinization. They can help to reduce insect pest and associated disease, moderate microclimate, nitrogen fixing trees, and decomposition of the tree litter, improve soil fertility, provide employment opportunity, increase farm income, utilize waste and degraded land, improve environment. So agroforestry technology for wasteland development. So you know that in India we have the wasteland, so we can improve the wasteland with the help of the agroforestry technology. So land prone to water erosion, land degraded by wind erosion. Silviculture model for alkali soil, means saline, sodic soil. Then silvi-pasture model for salt affected soil. Then reclamation of mine soil, controlling seepage, canal, and water bodies. So you can see that the canal, the peoples or government are growing the trees. So it controlling the seepage, canal, and water bodies. Then I am giving the example of the Anand district. So in Anand district, you know that majority of farmland in Anand is tree with all age classes along boundaries. So they are grow the trees on the boundary of the field. The mature trees are cut as per economic need of the farmers, providing space for young tree and sapling. So agroforestry in Gujarat and economic opportunity with environment enhancement. So the Anand model is the best, and the highest per hectare was found in Anand. So you can found 66 tree per hectare. So it is the highest in India. So you can see here the tree. So it is a Kheda and Anand. So you can see here map the greenery. So they are grow the trees on the boundary of the field. So for a tree on every field boundary, the highest tree cover per hectare was found in Anand, where there were 66 trees per hectare. So it is highest in India. So it is in Anand. Anand is a district of the Gujarat state. The trees to human ratio, according to current data, stood at 5.6 trees per person in rural Gujarat. So I have taken the Google map. So you can see here it is a villages city of the Anand Taluka. So different villages you can see here, a dense forest. So it is surprised that in Anand district there is no forest area. Although farmers themselves grow the trees on the boundary of the field and they fetch the incomes. And you know that in Anand district, the soil is sandy loam. So the soil fertility is also increasing by growing trees on the boundary of the field. Farmers sowing their paddy and poplar tree based agroforestry, Haryana, India. So you can see that farmers are growing the poplar trees along with the paddy crops and they generate more income. So poplar based agroforestry way out to meet environmental challenges and improving the financial status of farmers in northwest India. So you can see here wheat crop integrating poplar based agroforestry and dairy farming. Then you can see here agroforestry system with poplar between maize crop. So you can grow the maize crop in between the two lines of the poplar, and thereby you are generating more incomes and improvement of the livelihood of the farmer, and particularly small and marginal farmer, because in India, more than 70% farmers are small and marginal farmers. The nutrient content of the foliage. So, Prosobi julifera, you can see here, calcium 4.8, another nutrient is greater. Azadia indica, the lucerne, Leucosphaera, then Azadia nilotica. So calcium, magnesium is potassium. You can see here is greater. Then soil fertility improvement in tick-based silvi-pasture system. So available nitrogen kg per hectare. So when you grow open land, you are not growing any tree, then organic carbon is 11, organic matter 0.20, nitrogen 252. Whereas when you grow the tick plus fodder, then organic carbon, organic matter, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium and fodder has been increased significantly because the scientists has Provald 1997 has carried out this analysis also and significantly improvement of the organic carbon, organic matter, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, fodder in tick plus fodder as compared to open land. And you can also grow teak, then you are getting the greater than open land. Then quantities of nitrogen fixed by different tree species. So you know that leguminous trees also fix the nitrogen from the atmosphere. So here you can see that 200 kg, Penulita 34 kg, Ecus setifolia 40 to 60 kg, Prosopis juliflora 88 to 130 kg per hectare per year. Then Leucosphaera, Subabul, Leucosphaera 224 to 74 kg per hectare per year. So it had nitrogen in soil and it improved the soil fertility. Then capturing benefit of nitrogen fixing tree. So we have seen there. Then inorganic fertilizer used among agroforestry and non-agroforestry practices farmers in southwest Cameroon, a comparative assessment and policy ramification to SEP and its co-worker 2021 reported that the practice of agroforestry has huge potential to contribute toward the limiting the use of inorganic fertilizer by farmer. On the basis of this refining, it is recommended that policy makers pay more attention to agroecologic practices like agroforestry in order to limit the use of inorganic fertilizer by farmers. So here you can see that here you can see here when there is a agroforestry practices farmers and non-agroforestry practices farmers. Red color indicate the non-agroforestry practices. So NPK requirement is lesser in agroforestry. Similarly, urea requirement require lesser. Then NPK plus magnesium oxide also require lesser. So there is a need to agroforestry along with the agriculture, and it reduces the inorganic chemical fertilizers. So it helps in reduction of the global warming, because at present you know that we have the problem of the global warming. So types of an inorganic fertilizer used by agroforestry and non-agroforestry. So agroforestry system is better and there is a less requirement of the inorganic chemical fertilizers. And it is proved that inorganic chemical fertilizer deteriorate the soil, it polluted the atmosphere. So agroforestry boosts rice and biodiversity in India. So paddy ponds surrounded by tree in Ramchandrapur village of South Dinajpur photo of Masuri Besu or Mongabia. So agroforestry is an ancient agriculture method covering 1 billion hectares globally. It combines trees and woody shrub with crops to increase food security, mitigate the effect of climate change, and boost biodiversity. So we have discussed that agroforestry helps in mitigation of the climate change, and it boosts up diversity. It increases the food production because the soil fertility improves, so we can yield getting higher crop production. So India has set a goal to increase its tree over from the present 24 to 33% of its total area, primarily by promoting agroforestry in cropland. So government of India promoting the agroforestry in cropland. And the main dissertation, NRC on agroforestry at Indian Grassland Fodder Research Institute, Jhansi in Uttar Pradesh. In West Bengal, the adoption of useful trees into paddy field has boosted crop yield and crop diversity. You can see here, and has also sparked a movement that champions organic cultivation methods. So it is an organic cultivation. Agroforestry has been hailed as one of the top solutions to climate change because it sequesters much carbon dioxide above and below the soil surface. So there is a carbon sequestration. It stores organic carbon in soil. So we require less chemical fertilizers, and there will be mitigation of the climate change. Then Leucona leucocephala. So it is a subabul. So it is a tree of the subabul. So it is a leguminous tree. We have seen that it takes the nitrogen more than 200 kg per hectare per year. Then it is a force of the subabul. So details has been given. So it is a multi-purpose tree. So it is origin of Mexico, adapted to alkali soil. It can be grown in any type of soil. Subabul can be grown naturally in any type of soil. Nitrogen fixing, deep rooted, used in alley cropping, energy plantation, fuel wood. So you know that Leucona, in Leucona, the farmers are preparing the charcoal, and Leucona charcoal have the maximum calorific value, and it is used in boiler. Tamarind indica, then origin in Mexico. So there is a different species. Tamarind, then origin Mexico adapted to saline soil. So Tamarind indica used in saline soil, whereas Leucaena leucocephala used in alkali soil. So in alkali soil, when we grow literally grow Leucaena leucocephala, then soil has been improved or reclamation. Then adapted to saline soil, resistant to termite, firebreak, fuelwood, and charcoal. I told that it is a charcoal. In specific gravity is only 0.93. Then silvi-pasture system, increases number of grasses, legume trees and animals, assure maximum resource combination, healthy environment, and rich biodiversity. So the conclusion that the present findings suggest that introduction of multi-purpose tree along with agriculture crops would bring a change to the prevailing widely practices old age traditional zoom and may result in better crop yield and sustainable land use. So silvipasture system or multi-purpose trees, agroforestry are very useful for improve the soil fertility and for helps in mitigation of climate change and for soil sustainability. And it is very important as the population of the India has been increasing. So to provide food, there is a need to grow more trees in a field. So I have taken GIF, so you can remember this. So I love you trees. We have to love trees and we have to raise the trees in a boundary of the field. Then stop cutting trees down unnecessary. And there is no need, then don't cut. You know that there are many benefits of the trees.